Hi guys, only me again. So it is a beautiful April day, nice spring day in 2018, and I've come out to do some more metal detecting. So I haven't been out too much really since I've done my last video. I've just been really busy with life and general things like that. So the weather's been pretty crap too. But it's nice to see that things are slowly warming up now and the ground is drying up a little bit as well. So yeah, had a free day and I thought, right, let's go out and do some metal detecting, and I thought I'm gonna film it as well. So as like the last video, I'm gonna try and film most of the things that I dig, whether they're good or bad. They're mostly bad. However, if I do find something good, then hopefully, you know, it'll be a live shot and yeah, we can see it together. So where I am today, basically doing a pasture field, as you can see. Now, this wasn't always a pasture field. It actually used to be an arable field. So it has been ploughed several times. It's just at the moment it's in pasture. And what you might be able to notice is that it's quite steep, and it goes up there on the hill where the woods are. Excuse me. And basically this used to be the site of an old medieval beacon, which was the Spanish Armada beacons, and it used to be up there on top of the hill. I have been up there and investigated. There's no obvious beacon site really that I can see, which doesn't surprise me because they were mainly made of wood, so there's not going to be too much left in the ground. And it's actually been quarried quite a lot since the 16th century as well. So yeah, I don't think there's too much up there for me to really sort of come and show you, but I thought I would just kind of let you know that, you know, this whole slope here going up towards here, and it goes up to the top of the hill and then it slopes back down, so it's quite a prominent site in the landscape. And I've been lucky enough to have permission for this site for quite some time now as well, so I thought I'd come into this field and just sort of see what I can find really. Cool. So before I was going to start detecting today, I thought I might actually just show you some of the settings that I use as well on the Deus Lite. So I've got the WS4 headphones. Obviously on the headphones it does kind of give you an indication as to the tally of what metal you're digging. I try not to use that, to be honest with you. I very rarely look at that, which is why I got the Deus Lite rather than the full Deus with the remote, because I'm very much used to hearing tones. I'm very much a tones detectorist. I can tell a lot via the tones, and as I say, it's very rare that I actually find the need to have a look at the headphones and you know, give me an indication as to what's under the ground. But I thought I would just give you a little bit of a rundown as to some of the settings that I use. Now, the settings that I'm going to be using today is actually a tweaked version of the Gold Max preset that you get in the WS4 headphones anyway. I've just tweaked it a little bit, and I'll kind of show you as to sort of why I've done that as if I run through it. So I'm just going to flip the camera around and hopefully you guys can see this. Okay, perfect. So I've got the discrimination set at 68. It's a little bit less than what it's normally preset to, but for me that really works. It's very similar to the Gold Max power that I used to use before I got the Deus. Sensitivities on 89, again just tweaked very slightly, not a lot different there to the normal preset. Grounds at 90 standard. Frequency I've got at 12. Now I really like 12 kilohertz. I think that you do get a lot more depth out of it without losing the smaller finds as well. So I've found some pretty small stuff on 12 kilohertz, so don't be afraid to use it. As I said before, I was using the Gold Max power, and that was just preset to 18 kilohertz. You couldn't change it. And one of the reasons that I went to the Deus Lite was because I could change the kilohertz. So I've put it on 12. I'm probably going to stick on 12 most of the day, and we'll see what I get up. But that's the reason why it's on 12. I've got it on 4 tones. As I said, I like tones, more tones the better for me. I prefer less tones than full tones, just simply because there's a bit more distinction between them. On 4 tones I can really tell the difference between hot rocks. I can pick out the iron signals. It tells me a lot about what's in the ground, and I really like 4 tones. The Gold Max power I was using before had I think 2 tones and 3 tones. Now I've got the Deus, I use the tones a lot more and I experiment with them just to sort of see what I can get. Volume is on 3, and I'm using the one and only coil that I've got. And that's pretty much it. So yeah, that's my settings. As I said, I'm going to try and dig everything I possibly can as a live dig and record it, and hopefully we'll actually find something good today. So wish me luck, and let's get digging. Alright guys, only me again. So I've literally just come across my first signal, not too far away from my bag, which is over by that big bunch of sticks. Not too sure if you can see that. And yeah, it's quite a nice signal. I've dug the plug, and you can hear that it's in the top bit. So I'm just going to investigate and see if we can find out whereabouts it is. Okay, so let's see if we can make any clearer. So it says it's in that bit. Let's have a look. Looks like it's quite near to the top actually. Yep, so it's definitely in this bit. Doesn't sound particularly great, to be honest with you, but it's good enough to dig. Okay, so it says it's in this bit. So we should be able to find it. I think I found it there. Yeah, and just looks like a piece of scrap lead, just a small piece of scrap lead. Definitely lead, it's quite heavy. But yeah, nothing too great. Let's see if we can find something else. Okay, so we're back again. Another signal, probably 3 or 4 minutes on from the last one. And really nice sounding signal, this one. Yeah, don't know if you can hear that. Nice and sweet, nice and clear, nice high tone. So hopefully it should be something good. I haven't dug it yet, so I'm going to hopefully dig it with you guys watching. Now, one thing I would say is the ground is quite hard here. Doesn't seem to be much topsoil, and you sort of go down onto quite a hard rocky bed, so it's making digging quite difficult. But we got it out anyway, and let's just see if it's in that bit. No, so it's not in there. Yeah, and still in there, so let's get a little bit more out. The ground is still a bit wet as well, so the mud is really sticky, which again isn't great for digging, but beggars can't be choosers. Okay, hopefully it's in that little lot. Yep, there it is, nice and clear. I think I can see it actually. Let's just go on there. See that there? So, looks like a coin. Looks like an old copper bronze coin. Quite cruddy. Not a lot of detail on it, unfortunately. But judging by the size of it and the thickness of it, I would say that it's possibly one of the Georges. but it's quite hard to tell. Maybe like a George halfpenny or something like that. Maybe George the Third. I don't know. It's a bit of a wild guess, really. But yeah, I'll clean it up later, and we'll have a look at it and see if we can get any information off it. But first coin, second hole, not too bad. Let's hope we find some good stuff. All right. Okay, guys, only me again. So I'm at the top of the field now, very close to the fence, as you can see. And I thought I'd just give you a really good look into where the woods are. Towards the slope up to the old deep end. So I don't know, it's quite hard to sort of see here, but you can see that it just gradually goes up and up and up and up and up through the woods, and then on the top it sort of levels out. As I said, there's a huge quarry up there now, which has probably destroyed any evidence of anything else that was ever on this prominent hilltop. But yeah, I mean, you can kind of see almost like a bank, which, you know, could be like a rampart, but I mean, it could also be an old field boundary as well, sort of before this modern fence was put in. But you never know. You know, there's got to be a lot of history around here, and I'm sure there is, and hopefully we'll find it. But I've also got a signal here as well, which I've already dug, and got it out, and I think it's in this bit here. Yeah, which you can hear. So let's have a look and see what we can see in this bit. Again, doesn't sound like the cleanest of signals, but so yeah, it's in that bit. I always like to see what they are anyway. Ah, okay, so I can see something in that bit. Ooh, looks silver. Is it silver or is it just aluminium? Yeah, I think it's probably just aluminium, but looks to me like an old dog whistle, but then it's not hollow there, so it could be part of a pipe, or no, I don't know. I have no idea what that is. If you've got any clues, then let me know, but I'll give it a clean up later and see if we can find out any more details about it. But yeah, that's quite cool. So a piece of lead, a copper alloy coin, and this. Cool. Right, on to the next one. Hi guys, only me again. Right, it's probably been about 20 minutes or so since I dug the last signal, but I've got another one in here and I've just dug it out and I think it's in this bit. Yep, nice and clear as you can hear. So let's see if we can find it. Let's bring that a bit closer. Yeah, so it's in that bit there. Oh, I think I can see it here actually. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Right, so that's what it is. It's part of an old shotgun shell. It's just the bottom part there. Yeah, nothing great. Let's see if we can go to the next one. Hi guys, only me again. Right, just got another signal in this bit. I'll let you hear it. So it sounds alright, it's a bit scratchy, but I'll certainly give it a dig. And let's see if we can find out what we've got. Okay, so it's saying it's in this bit. What's that? Is that it? Nope, that's not it. Okay, so it's not in that bit. What's that? Nope, that's not it. It's quite a big chunk really. I should have broken it down again, but getting there. Okay, cool. So it sounds like it's in this bit. Oh, I can see it there. And it looks like another coin. Again, it looks like a bronze copper coin, so there's not much detail left on it, and again absolutely caked in mud. But yeah, another copper coin, so again we'll give it a clean up later and see if there's any detail left on it. Alright, catch you in a bit. Hi guys, only me again. Right, it's been probably about another 20 minutes since I digged the last signal. Really quiet, really quiet field. There's just not much noise at all, ferrous or non-ferrous really, so yeah, we'll keep on going and just see if we can get anything. I'm sure there's going to be something in here, but it's just a case of finding it. So got another signal, just dug the hole, and it's going to be in one of these bits. Oh, that was probably the spade. Okay, so saying in this bit here. Okay. Well, what's that there? Looks quite interesting. It's round, whatever it is. Don't know. It looks like it's made of pewter, or it could be like a copper. But it actually looks like it's the top of, I don't know, maybe the top of like a bottle or something. Like, but that's the rim there. Don't really know with that one. It's quite cool though. It's better than nothing that I've been finding. So, alright, cool. Well, we'll go on and see if we can find something else. See you in a bit. Only me again. Right, so probably about 4 or 5 paces on from that last one. I've got another signal in here, and it says it's in this section here. So let's have a look, see if we can find it. Okay, it's got to be in here somewhere. Let's break a bit off. Right, so it's not in that bit. Okay, Oh, can see something there. See that? Something that's full of mud, whatever it is. Just looks like a piece of old pipe, maybe, or possibly an insert to something, but not very old. Definitely made of copper. Yeah, okay, well, let's see if we can find something else. Hi guys, only me again. Right, just had another signal, and as I was digging the plug, it actually fell out. So here it is. It's a nice little musket ball. Quite a small one, which would probably indicate that it's a pistol shot. Doesn't look like it's hit anything, although it does look fired. It's a little bit oval, as you can see there. So it could have even been fired into the ground, to be honest with you. But yeah, that's cool. Always good to find a musket ball. I'm certainly finding a lot more here, so literally the minute I said it's quiet, I've got some signals. So I'm going to say it's really quiet, and I'm not finding anything, and hopefully we'll find some more of these. Alright, on to the next one. Hi guys, only me again. I apologise if I seem a little bit out of breath, but believe it or not, it's quite hard work walking up and down this hill. I know it doesn't look too steep on the camera, but yeah, it's quite a mission really. Anyway, I've just walked up to the top of the hill. There's the fence again, and the woods in there, and I thought I would show you the amazing view. Absolutely beautiful countryside, and this is what it's all about really. I mean, it's nice to find stuff, and you know, it's what we evidently come out for, to be honest with you, but to have stuff like this as a view is an absolute bonus. So yeah, just thought I'd show you, and I'm going to walk back down now, and hopefully that's a bit easier. Alright, see you in a bit. Only me again guys. Right, just found another signal, dug it out, and I pulled it out the plug, and it's another chunk of lead. So quite an interesting shape, this one, actually, to be honest with you, because it looks like it was maybe something square at some point, and then it's just sort of been sliced. But there's no markings on it or anything like that, so it looks like it's just a scrap piece of lead, to be honest with you. But yeah, that's that, and let's see if we can find something else. See you in a bit. Hi guys, only me again. Right, back again with another signal, not too far from the other one. Detector says it's in this lot here, so let's see if we can find it. Okay, so it says it's in that bit. I think I can see it already, to be honest. It looks like the infamous lead has striked again. Huge chunk of lead. Almost looks like it's smelted, to be honest with you. Very lumpy and bumpy, no real shape to it at all. Very heavy, so it's quite a big chunk of lead. But yeah, nothing too interesting. It will certainly help weigh the bag down, so that'll make walking up and down this hill a lot easier. On to the next one. Only me again. Okay, walked about 10 paces since that large chunk of lead, and got another signal. I've got it down into this bit here, and you can just see it poking out the side here. So I haven't had a look at it yet. I thought we could have a look at it together, but looks quite interesting. Looks very interesting, to be honest. Copper alloy. It's got some decoration around it. Just trying to clean it up a little bit, to be honest. But it actually, it's on the back. Okay, so it's quite blank on the back, but it's got some decoration on the front, and I don't know if you can see here, it's almost got sort of like almost like a fleur-de-lis kind of pattern. And then these two parts here. To be honest, I think that could be medieval. Possibly like a medieval button of some kind. Sorry, a buckle. But that's cool. That's probably one of the best things I've found so far. And I'm about middle of the way into this field on the really steep bit. But yeah, cool, happy with that. I'll clean it up later and we'll have a closer look. Catch you in a bit. Alright guys, only me again. Been quite a while since the last signal. I'd probably say it's been about a good 40 minutes. Just been going up and down the middle section of this field, and I've been getting quite a lot of iron signals and some little spikes here and there. But I've just got a signal here and it sounds quite nice. I'll let you listen to it. A little bit scratchy, but I'll definitely take that. So let's see if we can find it. No, not in that bit. Not in that bit. It's quite tough. Not in that bit. Okay, not in that bit. I'm just going to get the pinpointer and just see if I can find it that way. Okay, there it is, so it's just fallen out. See if you can see it. Looks like another coin. Again, not much detail on that at all, to be honest. Quite thin, probably another Georgian coin, but there's just nothing left on it at all to be identified. But you know, it's a few coins. So there's stuff in here. It's just very slim pickings, to be honest with you. But we'll carry on and see if we can find something else. See you in a bit. Back again, only me. Just had another signal, literally about a foot away from the last one there. So I'll let you have a listen to it. It sounds quite nice. Could be another coin, although it sounds a bit more solid, this one, so it's probably more like another piece of lead or something like that. But we'll see if we can find it. I'll get the pinpointer just to make it a bit quicker. Okay, so it says it's in there somewhere. Let's just break it up and see if we can see anything. Okay. So there's something there, which definitely looks metal. Oh, just dropped it. Actually, is a looks like a spoon handle, or part of the spoon handle. It looks like the top bit, which is usually quite decorative. So that's the top bit there, and then the rest of it would have gone on there, and that would have been a spoon. It's quite big, definitely quite big. So it would have been quite a big spoon, but can't see anything on it, so it just looks blank. But cool, that's another cool find. Let's move on, see if we can find something else. Hi guys, only me again. Right, back at the top of the hill this time, very near the hedgerow, and got another signal. Found it, popped out, and it's another musket ball. So again, it doesn't look fired, this one. Doesn't even really look like it's hit anything. It's quite a perfect spherical sort of shape, really. Bigger than the last one, so this actually probably is a musket ball. I'll let you can see the hole on the top there, where it was made. It's quite cool. So yeah, that's another cool find. Stick it in the bag and look on for the next one. See you in a bit. Hi guys, only me again. Right, it's been quite some time since I've recorded a dig, for two reasons really. I've got about 14% battery left on my phone, so I'm just reserving it for the good stuff, obviously the gold. And also I was having a chat to the guy that lives in that house there. Really nice guy. He came over and just said hello and asked me what I'd found, and you know, told me a few stories about the history of the field and stuff like that. So yeah, he was a really nice guy. Even offered me a cup of tea or coffee, which I thought was very, very nice of him. So yeah, that's why I haven't been filming for quite a while. It's probably been about an hour since I filmed it. Quite interesting as well is the guy that lives in that house there, that one. He was telling me that about 15 years ago or so, his daughter was walking the dog in the field, and she was walking up along the hedgerow up here, and she dropped her wedding ring. He said it was a gold wedding ring and it was worth a little bit of money, and he said yeah, he said it was she dropped it in this field. So I've covered quite a lot of the field, to be honest. It's what, about just gone 6 o'clock, and I got here at about 11:30, so that's a good 7 hours detecting really. So yeah, I've done quite a lot of the field. I've been going right up to the hedgerow, and unfortunately I haven't found a gold ring, but I did say that if I found it I would take it in, and he did say that his daughter probably wouldn't want it back, but you know, at least I'll give them the chance to have it. It's not exactly going to be a treasure trove item, so yeah, I'll do the decent thing. Anyway, I have come back down towards the bottom of the field. There's the gate there. Walked back up again, and just got a really, really nice signal here. So let's just see if I can find out whereabouts it was again. Was it in there? Let's have a look. Okay, so I think it's in this bit. Is it in this bit? Well, let's take it off and have a look. Nope, this bit. Oh yeah. Yeah, so you can hear that. It's just really, really nice. Oh. What's that? Just looks like, it's like a silvered button. Quite a decorative button. See where the shank was on the back there, and obviously it's copper. Oh, just dropped it. It's copper bronze on the back, and looks silvered on the front. But that's quite nice. That's quite a nice bit of decoration. I might just get my toothbrush and just give that a bit of a clean, actually. Not that I carry a toothbrush around with me on all occasions, but when you're metal detecting, an old toothbrush is always worth having. So let's just put that on there and give it a bit of a clean, see if we can get anything from it. It's just really interesting decoration on it, and it's definitely silver on the front, or silvered. Let's have a look at that. That's quite cool. I like that. Quite an interesting find. I mean, I don't think that's old, but it's off something that was probably quite nice, I think. Cool. Nice signal too. Yep, I have those all day. Excellent. Let's see if we can find anything else. I'm probably going to go for about another half an hour really. It's starting to get a bit dark and a bit gloomy. So yeah, I'll go for another half an hour and see if I can find something else. See you in a bit. Hi you guys, only me again. Right, so I'm back at home now, as you can probably tell, and I had to stop filming because my battery went flat, and I probably stayed in the field for another 20 minutes. So I found a couple of more small things, nothing great, which I couldn't film obviously, but I can show you them now on the roundup. So we'll start off with the copper coins that I found. So this is one of them, and I've cleaned it up, and as you can see, there's just absolutely nothing on it. It's as good as blank. It's had a really rough ride, that one. So unfortunately, yeah, that was the first one, not a lot on there. And then the second one I found, which was this one, again, completely blank, really hasn't survived or kept much detail on it at all. So yeah, can't really tell you much about that. And also the third one that I found, which was the smaller one, absolutely blank. Probably even worse than the other two, to be honest with you. So yeah, that's those three. Also, we've got the musket balls. So that's the first musket ball, cleaned up quite nicely. Looks like a little face, actually. And also the smaller musket ball, which is the pistol shot musket ball, cleaned up quite nicely. And also we have got the silver thing that I found, and after cleaning it up and looking at it, I can actually see that it is a whistle. So it's definitely a dog whistle, this one. And you can see on this end, which I thought was solid, the little hole. So yeah, that's quite cool. I've never found one of those before. So really interesting. I might even give it a whistle later and see if I can annoy someone. So that's that. Next we've got the small round item, which I still don't really know what it is. It's obviously broken, so it probably was all the way around. And yeah, I don't know, I just, for some reason I think it's old, but how old or what it was used for, I have no idea, unfortunately. So yeah, that's that. If anybody knows what they think it might be, then please let me know. So next up we have got this buckle. Now it's quite nice. It's a nice buckle. It's definitely an old buckle. I'm just going to try and see if I can get a bit more detail on it for you. But yeah, it's definitely an old buckle. Never ever found one like it before. That's the back. It's a little bit bent and broken on this side here. But that's really cool. I'd be very tempted to say that that was medieval, if not late medieval. It just has that look and feel about it. I'm no buckle expert, so if anybody out there has a better guess than me, then you know, please let me know. But that's really cool. Probably one of my best finds today. Next up, I think I found this when my battery had gone flat, but this was a small padlock key guard. And on the front of it, it's got the crown and VR. So that was probably off an old lock. But yeah, I found that really nice signal that one gave. What else did I find? I also found this, which was like my last find. And again, it's just a strange metal object. Quite small, really light. That's the back of it. I have no idea what it's for. It's got some nice decoration on it there. But yeah, your guess is as good as mine with that one. I mean, it looks like it was definitely off of something very decorative. But I just have no idea what. And it's absolutely tiny as well. It's not a big find. But yeah, cool. That's another one. And last but not least is the find of the day for me, I think, which is this absolutely beautiful silver button. As you can see, it's cleaned up really well, and the decoration and the pattern on it is phenomenal, absolutely brilliant. I've never seen a silver button like it. Really decorative. It's really nice, and it's rounded, as you can see, so it's not completely flat. On the back, You can see that it's obviously silver enamelled or silver plated on the front, but the back is really well made. I mean, that is a quality button. That is a button made to last. I've never seen a button with as much gear behind it as that. So, you know, I'm quite confident that that was probably off something very expensive, and I can imagine whoever lost that was very, very annoyed. But yeah, that's probably my find of the day. So, you know, it's not been exactly the best day, and you know, I've not come home with treasure or gold and stuff like that, but for me it's been an absolutely excellent day. I've got out. I probably spent way too long than what I actually needed to in that field, but you know, I just wanted to get as much of it done as possible, and you never know what's going to come up. You can go for an hour or 2 hours and, you know, nothing, and then all of a sudden, bam, you get something good that comes up. So it was worth it, and you know, I'm glad I did it. It was a good day, and obviously I filmed it for you guys as well. So yeah, really, really good. I'm keen to get out again. I'll pick a different site this time and see how we get on. So thanks everyone for watching, and yeah, see you next time. Bye bye.